Today I am covering the SSC board, a chapter which is not precisely mentioned in answered book. This kind of this direct proportion and inverse proportion, they are these kind of problems are there in answered book, but in a integers chapter 1, where the word problems are there or where we are using the unitary method. Now let's precisely look at the SSC chapter number 9. The page number is 63. Page number 63. And the name of the chapter is direct proportion and inverse proportion. Now let's look at what is direct proportion and what is inverse proportion. So first let's understand direct proportion. Direct proportion. Now let's consider I'm having this can of a tennis ball. Now this one can contains 3 tennis balls. Yeah, so I write it in on the board. One can, 3 balls. So now, if I have 2 cans, I will be having 6 balls. Yeah. So now, if I buy 3 cans, I will be having 9 balls. So on, if I buy 4 cans, I'll be having 12 balls. So now what we have understood from this, when I increase the number of cans, the number of balls are increasing. But are they increasing randomly? No, they are increasing in a specific manner. So for every 1 can I add, I get 3 more balls. Yeah, so 1 can I get 3 balls. When I add 2 cans, I get 3 more balls. So the total number of balls I get is a 6. So when I add 3 cans, so that many number of balls I get 9 balls. So for every 1 can, I get 3 can. So when I increase the number of can, the number of ball increases. That is a direct proportion. Understood? So the cans and number of balls are in direct proportion. So increase in one automatically increases other. That is the direct proportion. Now let's take an example where we find out the value. Now say if I have, say I take an example where we find the same example we will be considering. Now say 1 can cost 300 rupees. Yeah, so what will be the cost for 3 cans? Yeah, so my proportion is 1 can 300 rupees. Now I need to find how much will be for the 300. So before we approach this kind of problems, let's follow a standard practice. Now the example, what the question is, 1 can of balls, I'll write because otherwise it confuse you, of tennis balls cost rupees 300. What will be the cost of 3 cans? Now, what is to be found? the cost for 3 cans to be found. So the first step for the solution, let's consider cost of 3 cans equals to X. Now we have already learned how to build the arithmetic equations. Okay, now what is to be found? The X is to be found. What is X? X is nothing but the cost of 3 cans. So my next step will be 1 can will cost 300 rupees and 3 cans will cost X rupees. Yeah, here there are two ways of doing these things. One way of doing, you cross multiply, or the other way is 1 can for 300 rupees and 3 can equals to 3 can for X rupees. Now, as we learned in equalities, to maintain the equality, the operation which we do on the left hand side, we have to replicate the same operation on the right hand side. So I am going to solve this equation over here. My equation is 1 divided by 300 equals to 3 divided by X. So now what I am doing, I am going to take 1 upon 300 multiplicative inverse. So my answer will be 300 equals to X divided by 3. Yeah, what I have done here, I have taken a reciprocal of the 1 upon 300. The reciprocal of half is 2, multiplicative reciprocal. So here I am doing 1 upon 300 equals to X upon 3. Now what is to be found out? I need to find the value of X. So I mention X equals to, now X here is divided by 3. So X divided by 3. Now to get rid of this X, I will multiply it by 3. Since I am multiplying by 3 on right left hand side, I will be doing, I have to do the same operation on the right hand side. So I multiply by 3 on the right hand side as well. So 3 gone, X equals to 300 into 3, that is equal to 900. Yeah, so X value is comes out to be, and what is X? X is nothing but the cost of 3 cans. So our answer will be cost of 3 cans equals to 900 rupees. Now same problem till here we'll solve in little different method. So what I have, my equation is, say as per the book, my equation is 1 divided by 300, 1 divided by 300 equals to 3 divided by X. Now I will be multiplying to get rid of this 300. What I will be doing? I will be multiplying 300. Let's do this in a separate 2 step. So first I will get rid of this 300. So I multiply left hand side by 300. Now since I multiplied it on the left hand side, I will be doing the same operation on the right hand side. So I maintain the equality. This you must have learned in the equations. Algebraic equations covers this. So now 300 gone. So 1 equals to 3 divided by x into 300. What I need to find? I need to find the value of x. Now what I will be doing to get rid of this x from the denominator, I'll multiply x to both the sides. So my left hand side will be 1 into x, my right hand side will be 3 into 300 comes out to be 900 divided by x into x. So now this x gone, 1 into x is x equals to 900. The same answer we get, only before we took the reciprocal of this left hand side and the right hand side, we did the same operation. In this case, what we are doing? We are doing multiplying first 300 to both the side and maintaining the equality. Then we are multiplying x to both the side and maintaining the equality. And then we found the value of x. Or you can say that in one go, if you want to do, we can do little differently. So my equation is 1 divided by 300. My equation is 1 divided by 300 equals to 3 divided by x. Now what I have done in two steps, we can multiply both the side by 300x. Yeah, if we multiply both the side by 300x, here it will be 300x divided by 300. On this side, 3 divided by x into 300x. So now here 300 gone. What is left is x. Here x is gone. What is left is 3 into 300. That is nothing but a 900. So don't get confused with this process. Here we are doing two steps together. So I am multiplying both the side by 300x at one go. Here what I am doing the same operation in two steps. I am multiplying it by 300 to both the side first, and then I am multiplying x separately to both the side, and then I found the value of x. Chapter number 9, practice set 37 on page number 64. Page number 64. First question, if 7 kg onion cost 140 rupees, how much we pay for 12 kg onion? Now, again, what is to be found? How much to be paid for 12 kg? So, first, let's consider cost of 12 kg onion equals to x. So why I am taking x? You can take x instead of y, a, b, anything, but something has to be considered because we need to find value of that. So when we consider this kind of a x, in that case we will be constructing an arithmetic equation, and then we will be solving that equation to find the value of x. Yeah. So now, first what I am doing, I am considering a 12 value of 12 kg. Though what I am considering the answer which is to be found. Yeah. So my first step is to let's consider cost of 12 kg onion equals to x. So now I'll construct the equation. So 7 kg, what is given to me? 7 kg will cost 144 rupees. 140 rupees. 7 kg will cost 140 rupees. And 12 kg will cost 12 kg I have considered x. Yeah. So now 7 divided by 140, 7 kg will cost 140 rupees. Similarly, so 12 kg will cost x. Yeah, these two are the quantity of the onion and the cost of the onion are directly proportional. Yeah, so when quantity increases, the total amount to be paid will be increased. Now what I am going to do, I'll construct an equation. Again, I am going to do this in 2 steps. First, this time what I'll do, I'll multiply both sides by x. So I'll have, why I'm multiplying by x? X is something a value to be found. And I don't want that value to be found on the denominator side. I want it to be on the numerator side. Otherwise, my answer will be in a 1 upon in the reciprocal I have to consider. So what I am doing, I am multiplying both sides by x. So since I multiply here 7 divided by 140 into x, and since I am multiplying by x on the left hand side, to maintain the equality, what I will do, 12 divided by x into x. So now this x gone. So my next step will be 7x divided by 140 equals to 12. Now in next step I need to find value of this x. So I need to bring this x separately. I need to isolate this x, in other words. So what I am going to do now, so next step, I'll get rid of this 140. I need to isolate x. So my next step will be to get, see, 140 is divided here on the left hand side. So if I multiply by 140, the 140 effect will go from the left hand side. So now I'll multiply by 140. 7x divided by 140. I'm multiplying left hand side by 140. Now since I am multiplying on the left hand side, to maintain the equality, I have to do same operation on the right hand side. So it will be 140. Right? This 140 gone. So my next step will be 7x equals to 14 2s are 28. Here 2, 14 1s are 14 plus 2, 60, and this 0. Yeah? Make sure, as I normally I mentioned several times, you guys should by heart tables from 2 to 30 to have your calculation easily. So you don't kill time in the other exams where you have to do a lot of rough work to find the multiplied values. Here what I have done, I have multiplied 14 to 12 and then I put the 0. Yeah. So now my answer, so 7x comes out to 7x equal to 1680. Now what I need to do, I need to isolate this x. There is a 7 is multiplied. So to get at the rid of this x, I'll divide by 7 on the left hand side. Yeah. Since I am dividing it on the left hand side, to maintain the equality, I'll have to divide this on the right hand side as well. So I divide it on the right hand side. So now 7 gone. So now x equals to 7 2s are 14, 7 4s are 28, and then 0. So 7680 divided by 7 comes out to be 240. So the cost of 12 kg onion equals to x. What is the value of x I found? 240. So to write the answer in words, you should be writing the cost of 12 kg onion, the cost of 12 kg onion, or what's how much we pay. We need to pay. You can write it in different languages as well. We need to pay, or we need to pay 240 rupees for 12 kg onion. Yeah, you need to write the answer in words. We need to pay. How much we have to pay, or we need to pay? We need to pay 240 rupees for 12 kg of onion. Question number 2. If 600 rupees buy 15 bunches of feed, how many will 1280 rupees will buy? Now you can do one thing. You pause the video, try to solve this problem on your own, and after you solve, you can play the video and compare your answers and steps with mine one. If you miss something, then redo the problem. Okay. Now again, say what is to be found. How many bunches to be found in what to be bought can be bought in 1280 rupees. So our first step is let's consider number of bunches can be bought equals to, or you can place it in 1280 equals to x. Now we need to construct the equation. Another thing we need to pay attention, what is given? That the given is 600 rupees 15 bunches. Yeah, so let's consider 15 bunches we have to pay 600 rupees. Yeah, and how many bunches? For x bunches we have to pay 1280 rupees. So our equation will be 15 divided by 600 equals to x divided by 1280. We shuffle the right hand side and left hand side. It's convenience and it's a standard procedure that what is to be found should be always on your left hand side. So I write x divided by 1280 equals to 15 divided by 600. Now I need to find value of x. So I need to isolate x. Yeah. So to get rid of this 1280 which is divided on the left hand side, we need to multiply it. So what I'll be doing, I'll multiply left hand 1280 to left hand side. And now to maintain the equality, I have to do the same operation on the right hand side. 15 divided by 600 into 1280. So now here 1280 is gone. 15 fours are 60. Yeah, and then we'll do the rest on the next line. We can solve it in this line itself, but let's not do too many things on one step. So my x equals to 1280 divided by 40. So again, 4 3s are 12, 4 2s are 8. So value of x comes out to be 32. You might need to, you might not be able to do the calculation as I am doing. You might have to do little rough work. So my value of x comes out to be 32. Now, since this is a word problem, we need to write the answer in a word format as well. So you will be writing, how many, what the question is, how many will 1280s will buy? So you can write 1280 rupees can buy, you can write answer here, can buy, how much value of x is 32 bunches of feed. So here, always pay attention that don't try to skip any of the step. If you try to skip any step, you might end up doing some mistake, or you can say kind of a silly mistake. So always follow all steps. Don't bother about how long your answer or how too many steps it's taking. Eventually you will be able to solve 2 steps in one. But to start with, always do one step at one point of time, and don't try to do too many things at one step. Question number 3. For 9 cows, 13 kg 500 grams of food supplements are required every day. If the same proportion is maintained, how much will be needed for 12 cows? Again, you can pause the video, solve yourself, and once you are done, you play the video and compare not only your answers but the steps with the mine one. So now, first, as usual, first consider what is to be found, how much will be needed for the 12 cows. So let's consider for 12 cows, x kg needed. Yeah. So now we put the equation. 9 cows need 13.5. See, either you have to see here the 2 different units are there, kg and grams. So what I am doing, I am writing everything in a kg. So 13 kg 500 grams is nothing but 13.5 kg. Right? So 9 cows needs 13.5. So 12 cows need x kg, which we have considered. So our answer will be 9 divided by 13.5 equals to 12 divided by x. So first step we are going to do, since this x, the value to be found, we want that to be on the numerator side. So we multiply both the side by x. So when 9 divided by 13.5 into x equals to 12 divided by x into x. Why we have multiplied to both sides? So the equality should stand true. So when what operation we do on the left hand side, that has to be done on the right hand side. So here this x gone. So my next step will comes out to be 9x divided by 13.5 equals to 12. Now I need to find the value of x. So I need to isolate x. So I'll get rid of this 13.5, which is divided. So I'll multiply by 13.5. So my next step will be 9x divided by 13.5. I'll multiply same 13.5. When I multiply it on the left hand side, I need to do the same operation on the right hand side. So that comes out to be 13.5. So now 13.5 gone, and my next step will be 9x equals to 12 into 13.5. So now this comes out to be, you have to do this calculation either in rough. 12 5s are 60, so 6 here, 12 3s are 36 plus 6 42, 4 12 1s are 12 plus 4 16, and 1 decimal place. So my answer comes out to be on next step 9x equals to 162. Since it's a decimal place, I don't write 0. Now to isolate x, I need to divide. See, the 9 is multiplied on the left hand side, so I need to divide by 9. So 9x divided by 9 equals to 162 divided by 9. So my next step will be 9 gone, x equals to 9 ones are 9, 9 8s are 72. So the value of x comes out to be 18. So now to write the answer in the word, the food required for the 12 cows is 18 kgs. So you will be right answer. How much will be needed for 12 cows? The food, what that is the same, 9 cows food supplement. So we write 18 kgs of food supplement, 18 kgs of food. Your answers, your answer should, this is a word problem, so you need to write answer in the word. The 18 kgs of food supplement is required for 12 cows. So your answer is 18 kgs. Question number 4. The cost of 12 quintals of soybean is 36,000 rupees. How much will be 8 quintals cost? Now they have given us 12 quintals price, and we need to find how much we need to pay for the 8 quintals. So as usual, you can pause the video here. You try to solve this question on your own. Once you are done, you play the video and check the number of the steps and answers whether yours is matching with mine or not. Now what is to be found, we will be considering that as a x. So let's consider cost of 8 quintals equal to x rupees. Yeah. So now, see, now this time I am going to explain you something a little different. Yeah. 12 quintal will cost me 3600. So 8 will cost me x. Now here there is no hard and fast formula what is to be on numerator and what is to be on denominator. This is very, see here you have a, if I take 3600 divided by 12, then it comes out to be x divided by 8. Or if I consider in other way round, if I say 12 divided by 36,000, you can say 8 divided by x. You need to have one thing on same side on the numerator and the other thing same on the denominator. See, if I am considering quantity on the numerator, I need to consider quantity on the numerator for both. Yeah, and if I consider rupees amount on the numerator, then accordingly I need to consider that way. So now I am considering for 36,000 I am getting 12 quintals. For x I am getting 8 quintals. So now I'll swap left hand to the right and right to the left. So my equation will be x divided by 8 equals to 36,000 divided by 12. Now to find the value of x, I need to isolate x, or I need to bring x separate. Here x is divided by 8. So I need to get rid of this 8 which is divided. I need to multiply on the left hand side. So what my next step will be x divided by 8 x. So I multiply by x. Since I am multiplying on the left hand side, I need to do the same operation on the right hand side. 36,000 divided by 12 into x. So now this x and x gone. So my value of x, 12 ones are what? 12, 12 threes are 36. So 3000 into 8. 8 threes are 24. So it comes out to be, the value of x comes out to be 24,000. So write the answer in words, that how much will be 8 quintal? The cost of 8 quintal, your answer should be in word, answer. The cost of 8 quintals is 24,000 rupees. So cost of 8 quintals will be a 24,000 rupees. Question number 5. 2 mobiles cost 16,000 rupees. How much money will be required to buy 15 such mobiles? Again, let's first consider the money required. So, see, we always solve problems in the 2 steps. First step is to construct an equation, and then second stage we find the solution of the equation. So, to construct an equation, we consider value x. So, what we say, how much money will be required to buy 13 such mobile. So, we will to construct, let's consider cost of 13 mobiles equals to x. So now what is given? 2 mobiles requires 16,000 rupees. And 13 mobiles requires, we have considered x. Yeah. So my equation will be 2 divided by 16,000 and 13 divided by x. So first and foremost, I'll multiply both sides by x. So my here 2 divided by 16,000 into x on the left hand side. And to maintain the equality, I have to do the same operation on the right hand side. So 13 divided by x into x on the right hand side. So x gone. My next step will be 2x divided by 16,000 equals to 30. Now, since I need to find the value of this x, I need to isolate x. 16,000 is divided on left hand side. So, we need to get rid of that 16,000 from left hand side. We need to multiply by 16,000. So, 2x divided by 16,000. We multiply by 16,000. And since we are doing multiplying on the left hand side, we need to do same operation on the right hand side. Now 16,000 gone. So now our next step is 2x into, here you can solve this, you can do this multiplication. 16 3s are 48. 4 carry, 16 1s are 16 plus 4 20 and then 1000. So now I need to isolate this x. To get rid of this 2 from the left hand side, I divide by 2. Since I am dividing on the left hand side, I need to do same operation on the right hand side. Yeah. So now I will be dividing on the right hand side. So now 2 gone. My answer will be x equals to 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8. So value of x will be 1,04,000 rupees. So now we need to write this answer in a word format. So the cost, your answer will be the cost of 13 mobiles is 1,04,000 rupees.